You know how in normal season of RTA you need like an army of LD5s to even be able to compete? Well, that's the nice thing about Special League is this guy made it to the top 100 and he's using the most budget, free-to-play friendly Cleave comp. So this is the guy we're looking at on the left-hand side. He is currently ranked 58, and you can see he's just going Megan, Draco, Julie, Lucian. It's not something you've never seen before. It's just, and they ban the Lucian, right? No speed lead. Sometimes he picks a speed lead. Sometimes he picks 2 speed leads based on what he thinks he needs. So the Megan is the fastest unit on here. He missed a defense break on there. Did a lot of damage with Julie. Comes in and destroys everything else with the Cocky. It was just that easy. But I want to know, because the Megan and the Draco base speeds are not even close. Like, there's a significant difference in the Megan and Draco base speeds. So this Megan has got to be on, like, blazingly fast. I mean, if he made it to rank 58 and he's first pick in Megan, this thing has got to be, like, blazingly fast. This is why things like this are all about farming, because another thing that I want to mention is these Julie's artifacts. She has got to have a crap ton of additional damage in artifacts. If we take a look at the actual damage, let's take a look at the damage that Julie is doing with attack buff, yes. No defense break, although, however, Julie actually does extra damage when the enemy has has beneficial effects on him. So look how much damage that did. That was a lot of damage. He comes in with Blade Slaughter. He absolutely nukes everything. And it was so fast. It was so aggressive. It was fantastic. So his opponent now, same guy actually, he matched up with the same person again, picks Cocky first pick so that he at least picks one unit away from Compote, and he picks a Shimite. So now he's got the big Shimite, does AoE damage with his skill 2 based on speed, and then also they have shield runes on the enemy's team. So comes in, defense breaks 2 units, gets them down a little bit. Now he's just going to do just a crap ton of damage, so many multi-hits. It was not even, like, they didn't even have, like, a little bit of a comeback here or there. It was, like, it was absolute brutal destruction yet again. Just so much damage from this team. First picks Megan into the opponent picking Konamiya Lucian. First 2 picks, then goes in with the Ciara Gianna. So these Konamiyas, though, are very, very dangerous. Bans out the Shimite, the 24 speed lead, right? So the enemy still has a 24 speed lead on their side. However, there's no immunity on Compote's side. No immunity at all. Dangerous. Goes for the AoE freeze, gets a lot of AoE damage, and then that's game. So it's just the fact that they kind of countered that Gianna by not having immunity at all. So next match, opponent first picks Lulu. So Lulu really doesn't do too much against this comp, just going in and aggressive, big damage, really fast damage. Lulu doesn't really do too much. Bans out the Draco, so assume that the Draco, based on his higher base speed, was going to be the fastest unit, but actually their Megan is the fastest unit. So absolutely just destroys this Vertiheal. So excited to see this Vertiheal go down so fast. I love it. Vertiheal is like the bane of my existence. My playstyle, I absolutely hate dealing with Vertiheal, because he will revenge 350% of the time. I don't know if you guys have the same issue as I do, but if I go up against the Vertiheal, even if he's on double revenge will, he will revenge every time. He will also revenge in my sleep when I'm not even playing the game. Vertiheal will be revenging me in bed. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm not even playing. The game's not even on. You're still revenging. He's still revenging. I want to see the runes on this Megan so bad. This has got to be like a blazingly fast Megan, because she does not have a very high base speed. The opponents are not really contesting speed either. That's kind of the thing that I'm noticing here. If they are going to contest speed, he has the Shimite, he has the Tyrant. He also has a couple. Oh, there we go. There's the Vertiheal, and it does not get all its crits in, but he does still revenge. And now the Cocky's just going to absolutely wipe the floor, right? Yeah, Cocky just does, Cocky does what Cocky does best, right? There we go. It's another Triana, but I'm noticing people like to use the Triana Vertiheals against him, and it's just, I think maybe people are not used to getting hit with cleaves again or something. And it's like, especially comes around, people are like, okay, we're cleaving now. And people are like, oh, how do I counter this again? Miho, do I still have runes on Miho? I love that he's picking just Megan first pick. So he actually has, now that I think about it, he actually has another star that he's not even using. So opponent picks Kinky. He goes in with the Kaki and the Fuki. against the Kinky. He goes to the Kakifuki against the Kinky. I can't say that with a straight face. Takes down the Trion. Then he goes for... I thought he was actually going to go for the AoE, right? So actually, that Fuki does extra damage based on his lost HP. He's kind of like Ramagas-ish in that situation. Doesn't really get too much damage with the... Now he's just going to charge that... he's going to charge that Fuki up, right? These are the names, guys. I don't make the names. You would think that maybe I do, but I don't make the names. It goes for more ghost slashes. And now, now he's going to have to go for Vanessa next, is what I feel. Yeah. He's going to have to go for Vanessa next because Vanessa can eventually revive that Triana. So this actually, the team that the opponent used actually did decently enough against... Oh, heal and heal and heal and heal and heal. Lovely Lulu. Does Draco... Not Violent proc, but does Draco proc more? Okay, so now it's all up to... The opponent is actually doing a really good job countering this specific comp, but it's all up to Kinky countering Kaki. Didn't do that much damage, but it's an HP-based unit, though. That's why it didn't do too much damage. So the longer the match goes, the longer the match goes, the better. But the thing is that Compote already brought in 2 of the Onimushas, and they're already counters to Kinky. So he saw the Kinky come out, and he knew exactly how to counter it already. That's why Kinky's kind of less strong in this special league, because you can just pick any of the other Onimushas, and it's fine. He's good against cleaves. He's good against, like, attack, the crit damage-based cleaves, since he can't be crit on, but he's not as strong at, like, Kinky... Sorry. Kaki and Fuki and Suki are already good counters to the Kinky. Last match of the day, he goes aggressively with the Kaki this time. An opponent goes, bans the Kaki, bans the Leo. Opponent goes for Miho last pick. Miho can just solo this entire team. Maybe, right? Miho could maybe solo this entire team. But the thing is, I mean, he's got fantastic runes. You see from all the damage that this Julie is doing, it's ridiculous amount of damage. So he's got fantastic runes and fantastic artifacts. And some of the things, if you guys want to run a comp like this, Miho's going to solo and then get soloed by Miho. The things to farm are for Giants B12. Try to make the fastest, most efficient Giants team that you possibly can, to try to get those runes as fast as possible. Also, the Ancient Swift runes from the Cauldron, Dimension Cauldron. And then also artifacts. Artifacts are super huge here with something like, especially with something like Julie, because she does all of those multi-hits and all the damage. I mean, Julie's doing damage because Julie does damage, and when they have will runes, Julie does more damage based on her skill 3. I think it got buffed like a year ago or something like that. Her skill 3 does more damage when the enemy has beneficial effects, but all that additional damage, that pure additional damage that you're actually getting out of those artifacts is massive when you want to run a comp like this with Julie. And Julie's like one of those sleeper units that, like, she got so much better with additional damage artifacts, and no one's really talking about it. No one's really looking, no one's really doing anything. And she's basically like, additional damage is ignore defense. It's pure damage. So she's basically like a water Lucian. She's basically just like a water Lucian now, and people are like, not really talking about it too much, but she's a fantastic unit. She got so much better than she even was before. But anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This guy is like the I was gonna curse now. This guy is like the god of Special League at this point, because he's just bringing in such budget comp, and he's just like, I'm just gonna beat like so many people, so many like OP players with this just Megan, Draco, Julie, Lucian, just a comp that we've all seen before, and he's just mastered it by making, like, he's mastered it by having amazing artifacts and amazing runes and amazing speed on his units. And if he has to do speed leads, he'll do speed leads. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoy. I will see you as always in the next one.